YouTube. Alright, as you can see from the title, first day with Grubhub. I would say first day back with Grubhub because I did Grubhub 30 to 11:30, and it was I had chose it when I saw it pop up at 9:45 p.m. after I didn't get any more trips with Uber Eats. So somehow or another I was playing with the scheduling on the app and erased it by mistake. So I didn't complete the task until 11:30 at night. And then I said, what I'm thinking, I know I'm not going to work until 11:30 at night with Grubhub. And so when I looked at my email, it said I got some earnings from Grubhub, even though it was like 23 cents or 33 cents, something like that. You know, they paid me for every minute that I was on that clock. And so anyway, so I really can't count that. But yep, so I'm scheduled today, this morning, with 2 hours from 11 a.m. until 1. Now, I don't know what kind of requests I'm going to get between that time, because I'm down 78 in Stone Mountain. So I'm really trying to make sure that I'm in the zone for one. And it's still probably early. Good morning, whoever's on there. Who's on here? Paula or Joseph? Usually be Paula because it's in the morning, so I know you're probably sitting at your desk. Yep, I knew it. I knew it was you, Paula. Yep, so I'm doing Grubhub. I managed to find me 2 hours today from 11 to 1. And then the blocks came out for next week, and I grabbed a bunch of hours in Atlanta. So I'm trying to understand how people were complaining about not getting blocks in Atlanta. But I don't know. I managed to grab them, so I literally stood there at my desk, and when it popped up for the following week, I managed to get like 4 blocks, even though it was 2 hour increments of time. I end up getting a bunch of hours for next week. I think I got too many hours, but I'm gonna work them because I'm used to doing that. So I think I had about, I want to say I got about, when I added it, I think I got about 40, no, let me see, 9. I think I got about, I don't know if I counted 60, but that didn't seem right to me. That didn't seem right, but that's what I think I got. Look at this Uber driver picking up this girl. Now he all up in the way. She dropped. I know you just started, but I got, what did it say? I thought they always showed real-time pay in the first place. So are they talking about, I thought usually you see your pay when you accept the offer. It'll tell you how much your pay would be when you accept it, and it'll tell you how much that trip would cost. So I don't know what the difference is. I guess I'll find out soon enough. I didn't get that email yet, but I did hear that from someone else who does Grubhub up in California. He does, he got the Uber, Lyft, Grubhub. He got this long name, but his real name is Tony. So he told me about that. And supposedly you should be able to get your instant pay as well. Okay, where am I gonna park? You know what? I'm gonna park at this LA Fitness. I really want to do Uber Eats because I don't know if I'm gonna get any Grubhub orders around Stone Mountain. And I said to myself that I was gonna do that I was gonna stay around Decatur and North Drew Hills and leave Stone Mountain alone. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drive right up there in North Drew Hills, Decatur area, because it's got more people request lunch over there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna turn on Uber Eats and do I'm not gonna turn on the Uber Eats app and do Grubhub at the same time. I've tried doing that in the past and it ended up backfiring on me. So, and oh, this baby is sick. Come on, people, hurry up and drive. Shit. Oh. And then see if I turn on the app at the same time, and then I'm going into a high requested area that does all of them basically, DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats and stuff, then I'm gonna get 2 orders at the same time. So I'm not gonna do that, because after ordering from Uber Eats as a customer, they can see exactly where you're driving. So if you're driving trying to go to one area and you end up trying to go to some other restaurant, they could see that and they were like, where's she going? And you're supposed to be there, the food delivery. Once you pick up that order with Uber Eats, then it'll tell them, even with Grubhub, it'll tell them your food's been picked up. So if you picking up 2 orders at the same time and you trying to deliver, people will see where you going, and then that's when problems happen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to if I do turn on and do Uber Eats while I'm on the Grubhub block or whatever, then I will quickly pick up that order with Uber Eats, drop that off, and then turn it back off, and then wait and see if I get Grubhub. And then as it gets closer to my block ending, then I'll just pick up and do hey Joseph, I'll just pick up and do Uber Eats for the remaining blocks. But today I'm only doing Grubhub for 2 hours, so go downtown, because see, if Uber sends me downtown, it ain't gonna happen. Matter of fact, I'm gonna set my destination not to go past a certain area. So, but yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drive right on up here. Stay in a very good neutral area. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. I had to make sure. Now, Paula, tell me something. If you're still online. When you get an offer, do that cowbell works? So when you get a Grubhub order, the cowbell is supposed to notify you. Does that work? Or do you still have to look at your screen when you get a Grubhub request? first Grubhub order, and I should have stayed closer to dang home to Stone Mountain, because it's not far, but it says I'm supposed to pick this up by 11:19. I'm not going to get there until 11:26. So I guess that's not bad. I didn't go that deep down, but
exit onto Mountain Industry Boulevard toward Tucker, then turn right onto Mountain Industrial Boulevard.
But it's like
Tucker.
The fact that I have to go back towards Norcross is like I'm going back, but it's just another different way, so ain't no big deal. So now I know what I'm gonna do. See, they are in Stone Mountain for sure, and
turn right onto Mountain Industrial Boulevard.
If I get an order, I'd rather drive towards the restaurant versus backtracking. So I think what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna leave from the house. But what I'm gonna do is later on tonight, I'm gonna be at home. I'm gonna turn on my app and I'm gonna call driver support. And I'm gonna ask them, in Stone Mountain, where I'm at, sitting at my house, is that if I'm in the zone, in the Grubhub zone? Because in the past, Grubhub used to tell me I'm not in the zone when I'm sitting at my house, even though I live in Stone Mountain. You know, I hate this thing. Even though I live in Stone Mountain,
at 4.1 miles, turn right onto Brook.
They used to say that you're not in the zone. So I had to, leave my house and go further down the street or whatever to be in the zone. And then they didn't used to have Stone Mountain. It used to be Lilburn or Tucker, Lawrenceville Highway. So that's what I'm gonna do. I know that Grubhub is in Tucker and Lawrenceville and Norcross. So rather than me driving all over the place, trying to go to North Drew Hills or whatever, I'm just gonna start from where I'm at. I know I said I wasn't gonna do Stone Mountain anymore, especially at the house, around the house. I'm still gonna be trying to go someplace where people are most likely to tip, and I may get a lot of orders, but everything has to work out logistically, I have to see how this real-time pay works and try to do Uber Eats in between Grubhub. But the other day, yesterday to be exact, I had compared Grubhub and Uber Eats in the mileage. When I looked at the mileage with Uber Eats and the pay, what I did was I took that same information and calculated what I would have gotten paid if I was working with Grubhub. You still get more money with Grubhub than Uber Eats, but if you take out the tips, not even factoring the tips, it was only about a couple dollars more versus Grubhub and Uber Eats. So when I did those double orders yesterday, when I had 2 orders that were double orders with Uber Eats and it was 4 deliveries, I had calculated that same thing if I was doing Uber Eats and I had got 4 orders and the mileage and the delivery fee. And it was like, because remember I told y'all yesterday, it was like 18, without the $2 tip, it was $16. For those 4 deliveries, it was $16 with Uber Eats. I said, if I was doing 4 deliveries with Grubhub, how much would I got for the same thing? When I calculated the miles, estimated the miles, I said it's the same miles, because Uber Instacart and all of them, they use a straight line method for calculation of miles. And it was like $16 versus it was like maybe $19-20, I think it was. It was something like that. I'm gonna have to show y'all when I get on my laptop and do the calculations again. But it was kind of close. It wasn't that much difference. So the difference is that if people tipped, if Grubhub people tips when you deliver and people at Uber Eats don't tip, then that's the difference. But the thing is that without the tips involved, you get a little, already you get $12 for the same 4 deliveries that I've done versus the $16. But then when you add the mileage to that, it's like $2 difference. That's what it was. It was almost like a $2 difference, and it wasn't like a whole lot difference in terms of Grubhub and Uber Eats. The only thing with Uber Eats is that you don't have to worry about blocks. You don't have to sign up, and like Grubhub, you have to do 2-hour blocks, and then you work within those 2 hours. You can't just turn on the app when you want to unless they tell you to. And then the difference is that if you work in 2 hours and you not getting anything with Uber Eats, you don't get nothing. So your object is to try to turn on the app and try to get some deliveries. So that's the difference, basically. Now, my goal for these little 2 hours, if this person hurry up and drive in front of me, my goal for this 2 hours is to get at least 2 deliveries, maybe 3. If I can get 3 deliveries in 2 hours, then I'm doing pretty good. But I'm gonna see. I think I may be able to get 2, maybe 3. I know I can get 2 for sure. But if I hurry up and get to this restaurant and that bag and that food is ready, and this place that I'm driving to is not that far, or even if it's close by, I may be able to get 2. But let's go and check and see what happens. I'm glad I didn't go too far out. All I had to do was turn back around. Not turn around. All I had to do was get off at Mountain Industrial, and then and then take it across Lawrenceville Highway. Then I'll be in Norcross. See, that's the thing about Atlanta. You may be driving down the street, and especially doing Uber and Uber Eats and all these other apps, and you may get pinged, and you're not really traveling off the path. All you have to do is get off at the next exit and cut across this highway. That's why it's good to know how to drive the back streets. You don't always have to jump on 285, 20, and all the major interstates to get anywhere. You can take all these little Lawrenceville Highway and Stone Mountain, like Lithonia Road, Highway 78, and all these little highway streets. It'll take you just the same. Sometimes it's a matter of knowing how to get there. That's why some people are like, I don't like to get on no side streets because there's too many lights. First of all, it ain't no lights. I'm driving now. I ain't came across a stoplight yet. It's just that people think that it's long, and they thinking that, that getting on 285 and 20 and all these other highways Man, sometimes you'll be stuck in traffic more so than taking these other highways. And sometimes it's just a straight shot. In my opinion, it's just a straight shot. I think, you can go anywhere in Atlanta. At least I know I can. I can go anywhere in Atlanta, and trust me, I would not even be on the highway. And the difference between 85 and jumping on one, to get somewhere, I didn't have to get on no 85 to get to Norcross. I could just jump on that, cut across Mountain Industrial, then I'm in dang Norcross.
In half a mile, turn right onto Brook Chase Lane.
There's always different ways of getting around. And besides, Uber and all these places, they want to pay you based, not Uber. Well, Uber and Grubhub, they want to pay you on straight line. Then just follow the straight line. I've always said that in my previous videos, that they're going to pay you based on the distance.
Turn right onto Brook Chase Lane, and the destination is on your left.
I was on my left.
In 200 feet, the destination is on your left.
Oh, it just took me to the back street.
Arrived.
All right, let me look at this thing, because this ain't making no sense.